Warning, this podcast discusses conspiracy theories and critiques the pharmaceutical industry. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research and consult professionals before making health decisions. We also invest in cryptocurrency, which you have to be an absolute fucking retard to buy in. Make sure you're consulting a financial expert for more information on this.
Ooh wee!
In the cosmic dance, we feel the vibe. Energy flows, it's a universal drive. Spirits igniting like stars in the night.
Can you
Cosmic and Cosmo,
fuck
we're
a ghost?
catching the light. Let's dive deeper into the unknown. It's different. Feel the groove of the show. Unraveling secrets. Come and let it flow. Vibration.
Ooh wee! Welcome to It's Different. Welcome to Tuesday, the Two Show Tuesday. If you saw the video, today is two shows. This is show number 2. This is a big one. I am so excited for tonight. Back-to-back weeks with special guests. Both of them super special. Tonight, we have a dear friend of mine. I met this guy on the volleyball courts like a decade ago. Yeah, dude, it's been a decade. We have the Kendall. Let me tell you something. This guy at one time was the boogeyman in the closet of the Grambling State quarterbacks. And now he's the training bra for your chakras. He's standing at about 5'7 3/4. He's better looking than Cosmo, so it's going to be a very distracting show for me tonight. I'm going to have to look off camera often when I speak. We're bringing you an astrology adept. We're bringing you the wizard school teacher that teaches Cosmo, who teaches me, a guy who lives his life by the numbers and has read way more text than I have. And I think I've read above average. I'm above average with some things. Let's get going. It's different. Let's get them out here. We got Brad, Cosmo, Cashman, and the special guest tonight. The Kendall, like the U, but with a K, the Kendall. It's go time. How y'all living, bro? Brad, how are you tonight? How are you feeling right now?
So, first off, I have to say, when it comes to introductions, you continue to maintain the status of easily, hands down, one of the GOATs in the game. Even just at this level. I don't care what all those other hosts are doing in those radio shows. You got to be hands down the best introduction. Lead us in here, get us all understanding, and sometimes you do really good at keeping us on track. Sometimes you fuck up, ain't gonna lie about that. But I did want to shout a little bit of praise. No, you do a good job on that one. Appreciate that. Can't wait to get in here, talk with Kendall. But as for me, how I'm feeling today, it's a great day. The planets, they're continuing to do their alignment thing where they're lining up and they're shaping up, and we're doing the new planetary alignment, and things are getting groovy. I'm feeling good about it. New shifts happening, new change. I'm hoping Kendall can explain some of this, because honestly, I'm a newbie to understanding the stars and the alignments and getting the chakras aligned. I used to think it was all just a bunch of bullshit, but as things change, as time changes, if you ever own a cat, have kids, you see the planets change, the moon cycles, you're like, wait a minute, this shit real. And honestly, I'm kind of hoping we tap into that, but I'm feeling real good, except for the fact it's -5 degrees here, folks. How you doing?
Ooh,
I'm not gonna lie, the training bra to everyone's chakra I thought about on the way to the backstage tonight, and I was kind of proud of that one. Just to toot my own horn, I got to do it because no one else will.
That was a good one.
Cosmo, how you living tonight, man?
That was good. Dude, I'm good. I like that intro. Every time it's got me now. I'm just like, let's get going. But yeah, I'm stoked for this because I think I've kind of treaded some of the waters that Kendall's in, but he's gone so much deeper. And I'm really curious to see what he knows and to kind of open this door up, because I think a lot of people think astrology is bullshit because they've been exposed to it through horoscopes, which pretty much is bullshit in my opinion. But there's some real stuff to it, and I think we can talk to it and hopefully just change maybe some opinions about just being open about this stuff. Maybe there's just some curiosity that can be sparked, and I'll just say, like, do your own research, test it out, try it out. That's what all this stuff is for. So yeah, let's do it.
There's always something to learn. I want to say shout out to Song Good. Shout out to the Crimson
Crimson.
Ghost.
Yo.
Awesome people. Cashman hates her. How you living tonight?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know, be better if some motherfuckers get in there and pump that cunt. But you know,
It's a lot of words in there.
Out of context, that's a little weird.
Out
But
of
in
context.
context, brilliant.
but if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
369.
If you know, you know. That's kind of the reason we added the disclaimer at the beginning of the show for stupid shit like that.
So you can say
But
pumps
anyway,
and
Just
cunts.
say whatever you want.
I can say whatever the fuck I want now, right?
Sorry,
I gave a
I'm sorry.
disclaimer.
Earmuffs, say
Yeah.
whatever you want. It's okay.
No offense,
Yeah,
but
yeah. But no, we're good, man. Just blizzy to blizzy, another day.
Blizzy
Look,
to
I'm gonna
Blizzy,
give-
what does that-
Nailed
what does
it.
that mean?
Nailed that slogan. Don't worry about it. He's doing a digital trademark slogan. Every time he says it, he cements the fact that no, look, it's his. He doesn't need to write up a trademark. He can just prove digitally, no, look, I came up with it. This is mine. I have ownership of with it. You know, and if anybody wants to copycat it later, that's fine. They're always
Hey,
gonna knock off
Stevesy's the one that
90%.
gave me the idea.
I'll pay for
Got it.
that.
I mean,
No.
I'll pay a service for that.
Brought to you by Carl's Jr. All right.
Sorry, Kendall.
Any idea
He's
from Steve these
what am I
days?
doing?
I'm gonna give the man who's questioning his choices right now.
Nah, man, I'm good. I'm
A chance to introduce himself. But before, you can find him on Instagram at Aggie504_. You can find him at Birthright Energies. There's a at Birthright Energies website. It's his holistic healing. I have used multiple of tinctures, pills, serums, things that he's made in the past, and I've been very satisfied with what I've gotten. I enjoyed the service, and I make him FaceTime me so I can look at him and think about it later. Because, like I said, he's kind of cute. But here's Kendall. We're gonna let him introduce himself a little bit while Brad questions his life choices.
It was bad. Yeah. All right, you all. So I actually have. So it's my first time on live stream. So I have a written up introduction for myself that I'm gonna read. Okay. So my name is Kendall. I am a registered nurse, quantum herbalist, astrologer, and frequency healer. I specialize in merging ancient esoteric wisdom and modern holistic healing, bridging the cosmic and physical to help people activate their true selves. Through my business, Birthright Energy, I create high vibrational herbal remedies charged with sound frequencies and quantum imprinting to promote healing at the deepest level. My journey has been one of awakening, learning how astrology, numerology, and galactic consciousness connect to our personal evolution and planetary ascension. I see myself as a messenger here to decode cosmic patterns, unlock hidden knowledge, and guide others toward their divine path. This isn't just about information, it's about an activation. So if you're here, it means that something in your soul is ready to awaken even deeper. So let's dive in.
So I'm gonna say this, right? Like I told y'all, I met Kendall over a decade ago playing volleyball. And we were just like two dudes. We played together. We subbed on each other's teams. I knew Kendall played some college football. I played sports. We were cool. And about 7 years ago, because I was about 30, 31, I don't even know what it was, but something happened where I was doing some weird getting into that ancient text world. And I don't even know if it was a post. I don't know what connected us, dude, but something reconnected us after years. And we've kind of been on this journey together in a lot of sense through DMs and text messages and the phone call here and there. And it's been a wild ride because neither of us had any context we would be going this direction in life, you know?
Yeah.
In the years gaps, and we just bam, centered synchronicity was like, hey, yo, get back together. Y'all need to talk about things. And it's amazing to see that in retrospect.
It was meant to be. It was a soul contract, and we'll talk about this later. You know, and you can actually when we talk about astrology, you can see all this in your birth chart between you and another person. You can see if this person, when you connect with a person so deeply and you know the person before, astrology can be that affirmation. They have different indicators that show you have known this person or have been with this person in the past lifetime. So yeah, we definitely have had that teacher-student thing going on before, and we found each other again this lifetime. And we're here to spread this knowledge. That's one of the main reasons why we're here, to do stuff like this.
And if that doesn't get somebody watching this hyped up to be like, where is this going? I don't know what is, right? Because it sounds wild.
Hey,
but when you experience it, when it becomes a normalized experience in your daily life, it breaks down walls. It's incredible. Cosmo does a lot with birth charts and astrology, and he actually did this thing. Me and him are like, what, 18 hours apart? We're very close.
Very
he did this thing where he overlapped them one time.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It did like some symmetry stuff. It was cool.
Well, you can see our charts. They're identical, except for everything that is external is internal for me. So he's like the extroverted version of myself. I'm the introverted version of him. And everything is like perfectly aligned, because not only did the times pretty much synchronize, the kind of geographic locations are pretty similar too. So there's not that much space geographically between us. And it's just really interesting, like all these weird synchronicities and traits about us that just, to me, affirm the truth in astrology and in understanding birth charts. And for me, like, it's a good map for the ego. Like, you understand the personality through astrology. That's how I see it. Like archetypal psychology, like Jungian archetypal psychology.
And as an Easter egg for the veteran audience that knows, go ahead, Kendall. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Bro.
I was gonna say, for the veteran audience knows when someone's talking, it's kind of wise to look at other people. Brad just basically said that me and Cosmo's birth charts were scissoring each other, and I didn't want that to get lost. That's true. That's science. That's
complete. How you make a baby? You got a scissor, right?
He had a birth chart, baby.
Y'all might be 20 flames.
You never know.
20 flames.
We're something. I think
but I remember when we first started talking that I saw No,
go ahead. You remember we first started talking, you saw.
Am I froze?
Just a little bit of a delay, I think.
Yeah. When we first started talking, on my end.
Yeah, you're good. You're good on my end. I'm having no issue watching or hearing.
Okay. But yeah, I remember when we first started talking, and I looked at you all's on birth chart and saw like a lot of similarities. So it's an affirmation. It's no coincidence that you all are here doing the damn podcast together and really good friends talking about the esoteric stuff. So I'm telling you, it's so many affirmations, and through experiences, you get to see that. You get to see that.
When we were first trying to get this put together, I just want to reaffirm what we're already talking about. Me and Cosmic, this way, we had a phone call where I told him, like, look, I don't understand it. You're probably the only person I can say this to, you who will understand it. I'm just being told we have to make this work. We all have to get on here, talk about our fucking life, and just have this podcast. There's something telling me we need to do this for somebody, for some reason that's just beyond us, and we just have to do it. So suck it up. Let's get in here. Let's make this work every Tuesday. And ever since, like, honestly, like, it just like once the idea just started percolating, it was just like one of those, like, it has to be. It just like it's just divine. Like, it was just drawn in the stars. I could see it, feel it, whatever it was. The energy was there, and just, now I just look forward to every Tuesday hanging out with the boys here and, figuring out what's going on and how we can get through it together, I guess.
And we are vibrating at a higher frequency, because when you follow that path of talking about this stuff and you actually do it, you are having your soul lead, and you are following the path that you were divinely supposed to do. So when we're getting together talking about this stuff and you follow that, you're following your soul's path, because the stuff we're talking about is about evolution. It's about ascension of the planet. So it definitely divine is especially a soul type of journey, not egoic.
It goes a long way. I mean, I made a big
Yeah.
post about this like yesterday, right? Like you want to change the world, change what you're giving your attention to, and change who you are, and it's going to ripple out. And if a collective, as one becomes many, the collective shifts with it, and the attention's no longer on the things that don't matter, on the distractions, on the things that are meant to bring us down and separate us from truth. The attention becomes on seeking that. It becomes on seeking it together, and it starts with this. It started with a few people going on their own journey to learn some shit and getting freaked out. And then I remember one day, that first day, I almost astral projected. I was at work and like I'm texting Kendall and tried to call him. I'm like, bro, my body just did some weird
Yeah.
shit. You ever done this? You know about this? It was like 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning. But it leads into this.
And we got to talk about that too, because around that time, a powerful alignment happened. Around 2020 area, the 2020 year 2020, that COVID and everything, a big alignment only happened in 500 years happened. And that's what a lot of changes happened around that time. A lot of activations.
It did. Let's start here. I think this is a good route. We were talking about birth charts, and that's something that 8 or 9 years ago I'd have been like, okay, that's dumb. But
same here.
We've learned enough from them, and you and Kendall, you and Cosmo have both told me things about myself through that birth chart that I was like, holy shit. I never talked about that or even put a lot of effort or intention on it, but I know it's there. Could you briefly explain kind of the energetic imprint that happens, or kind, like a little bit of why it actually matters, why you should actually care at all?
Yeah. So when you think about the creation of the universe itself, it first that sound turned to light, and then that light turned into matter, like stars, planets. So those were the first entities that was here first. Was the cosmos, was the stars and the planets, and then we came last. So they've been here for billions of years. So when we were born, at the exact time we was born and the location we was born, it's a snapshot of the planets and the cosmos alignments, and that affects you. That gives you a unique energetic blueprint of not only your body but your soul and your spirit, the different levels of astrology. But it's a snapshot of the planets and the stars. And throughout the course of your life, that is like a blueprint and a map, showing you, your natural strengths, your challenges, your karmic lessons, cycles when your activation is going to happen, times when you feel like things are just going to shits, everything is just going so bad. It's a reason behind that. You look at your birth chart, and you may have a planetary alignment at that time that's activating you, or that's karmic, or something that's trying to teach you something. So astrology is not just about predictions either. It's more about like activation. It helps us navigate our life cycles, and using it, you can figure out more about yourself and your journey, this life and past lives. I don't know if your audience believe in past lives, but it's definitely in play. And when you start to believe in past lives, and then you can figure out the issues that you have this lifetime, because it carries over. So if you was a tyrant, past life, you might be, in this lifetime, you might be poor. To balance out those energies, it's about balance. So when your karma is unbalanced, you got to deal with that in the next lifetime. But there's ways that you can combat that through karma and through something called quantum karma, for more evolved souls. But yeah, so just imagine this. Imagine we have strings that's coming out of our bodies, and it's attached to all the planets and stars. Let's think about the sun. We can't survive without the sun. There will be no crops grown, no food grown. That activation energy from the sun activates our DNA for us to even live. The moon, the moon creates the tides. It rules our emotions. It rules the physical body because it's the closest planetary body that's close to Earth. So um, when you have like full moons, because the moon controls the tides of the water, our bodies are 90% water. So just as the moon controls the tides and the waters, it controls us as well because we're all water. So
Yeah, there's
when those full
actually like,
moons,
sorry to interrupt, but
mhm.
like when there's
No, go
full
ahead, go ahead.
moons, yeah, there's statistics that show that there's more crimes, more violence, more chaos during full moons. Um, same for like Halloween too, especially if Halloween is on a full
Hmm.
moon. It's really
Hmm.
it's wild. So yeah, you're hitting on the two things that make astrology real to me is like how much does our sun and how much does the moon influence everything here, and how much are we dependent upon those things? And then if we're just able to push that out a little bit further into thinking about these other celestial bodies and how they may influence us, you get a much more holistic system. And then if you look at their orbits, you can see once they go in retrograde, there's all these geometric patterns to where if you really zoom out and look at the universe, it's a time clock, it's a timepiece. It's all these different gears, all these different patterns, and it repeats. That's one thing that's proven time and time again. So astrology is more looking at the past to understand the future and the present too. It's all the same thing if you can understand the influences. So sorry to interrupt, but
Oh
that
no,
was
no, no.
important for me.
Y'all can
Yeah,
y'all can step in anytime y'all want to, man.
yeah.
But you're
No, it's
absolutely
okay.
right. You know, you're absolutely right. Whenever you think about time, but you're absolutely right. Whenever you think about time, time is actually spiral. You know, just like everything else. Our Earth, our
Yes.
electromagnetic field is toroidal. You know, so it's all yeah. So yeah, man. The past, the present, future is all happened at one time, but there's just different dimensions of that. But it's all happening at one time.
That's a wild concept. There was that show, The
Yeah.
New Orleans Detectives. It did one season. Matthew McConaughey. I never forget it, but I never remember the
True
name.
Detective.
Yes, True Detective. And he talks about it being on a disc, right? And that's been mentioned in like ancient stuff. That's been mentioned in other movies. And I've explained it to people like if you took a bucket and you put a little oil slick on that bucket and you spin it. Well, you are a dot on that bucket, right? And when you're born is a
Mhm.
snapshot of that bucket. But it's steady spinning and moving, but it's everything that ever will and ever can happen. And it's all there on that one plane. And to me, that's kind of a visual that helps me understand that like it's hard to comprehend in the abstract, but you can kind of see it in a way like that. And I'll also preface like Kendall and Cosmo have both tried to teach me how to understand astrology and the birth charts. And I don't get it. I got like 142 IQ. Like I'm a very capable learner. And it reminds me of Matthias DeStefano. He said he was in like grade school and he talked to his spirit guides at a very young age. I could see them and talk to them, right? He channels all kind of stuff. And he said he was telling them like, I don't know why I'm here. I can't do this. I can't do the math. And they're like, no, son, you are putting way too much time into learning the math. Other people will do the math. You don't focus on the math. You know, it's like that.
Yeah.
That's like me for astrology. It's like other people explain it to me. I have Kendall and Cosmo. You have your tribes. You know, you have your friends. If you don't get it,
Mhm.
they can explain it. Ask them. Right? You're taking a journey
Yeah.
together. You're not here alone. Other people
Yeah.
can do that. Other people have that skill. If you don't have that skill, that's okay. You know, and that analogy always sticks with me. That one always makes me laugh too. They're like, no, Matthias, like other people do the math. Don't worry about
Man,
that.
I love Matthias. He was one of the first people who like activated me. You know,
Yeah, bro.
my yeah. His journey is a little different from mine because I didn't grow up believing none of this. You know, I didn't have family members that believe in none of this. You know,
Yeah.
and recently through astrology, I found out why. through astrology, I found out that in past lives, I have learned this stuff. I already know, but through an activation period, I started to remember. So whenever you're learning stuff, you're really not learning it because everything you think you know, everything you can think of, everything that anybody else can think of or have ever thought of is already in existence, have been done, can be done, or will be done. So you're not creating anything special. You're just pulling from the network. Whenever you're thinking about something, whenever something comes to you, you're not learning. You're just remembering it.
You're tuning
It's
in
already
and
there.
remembering, right? I love
You're
separating
remembering.
the word remember to member
Remember.
back together.
Scissoring.
I like
Yes,
that.
like our birth
Scissoring.
chart.
For Brad, this is how it works, Brad. You put them together. That's unity.
Honestly, I've long debated whether or not scissoring is really a real thing. I've asked in the community, and like, first off, they've shot me down. Like, they're like, "This is fucking ignorant. What the fuck's wrong with you?" So like that led me to believe clearly somebody is. So I had to keep poking around. You know what I mean? And like, not literally because they
This
don't
will
like
make
that.
for a good
You know what I
clip.
mean? So
Stay on that case, Brad. You gotta stay on
once
that.
I finally got to the answers, I understand that apparently a couple of them do, but like that's where they have like those intimate toys and things. But like that, hey, scissoring is a whole different thing. I wanted to touch on that because that's very important, very crucial.
It's added value.
What community am I asking? Man,
Only when Mars is in the head of Gemini, and we're there right
I'll
now.
tell you
so,
exactly what community he's on FetLife asking that question, dog.
that's like farmers only, but like way worse. So,
or better.
nevertheless, though, trying to go back on back to the subject.
That was a derail there, Brad.
Total derailed, right? Whoa, that was zoomed in, super zoomed.
I can see
We have
I
the
can see
producer
everybody now.
checking different options.
You can see
to
us now.
see
Zoom yours out a little bit, we'll all be good.
But that time thing, first off, I've never been rich in my past lives. I'm almost certain of it. Like, so I'd like that to tap in at some fucking
You
point.
never know.
How you know, Brad? How you know?
So hopefully that's on the
Just
horizon.
assuming.
But
No, I'm just
It's all
kidding.
there. You can look at it.
But for real, I do feel like, honestly, like when I'm creating things or coming up with ideas, like it's always obviously influence from things around me, but it does feel like, it's just like tapped in from somewhere else. Like
It's not
you're
you,
not
right?
always creating, just like you said. It's just, where's it coming from? That's an interesting perspective. I don't think I've ever really truly heard it said like that or explained like that. That really connected the dots for me. But
Those are dots.
honestly,
okay,
though,
okay, look,
and
look,
then
look,
Kind
so
of bad.
now for instance, say if like when you say you're having moments of you having these alignments or inspirational thoughts or these ideas you're having. The galactic center, the Milky Way, is located in Sagittarius, 27 degrees Sagittarius on your birth chart. So if you have any planetary transits, so at the time, say if you have Mercury that's about to be like right there by the galactic center. Mercury is about learning, it's about talking, it's about communication, it's about how you learn. So you're learning cosmic or esoteric type stuff may come to you because that planetary alignment with that specific stargate is activating you getting that information. I have this documented, man. I have so much stuff that happened to me and I look at my birth chart, I'm like, damn, this is crazy. Like I didn't, even when I was studying, it still took me a while to believe it. But when you go through these life experiences and you have these affirmations for what's going on, and then you're helping out other people and you're looking at that chart, you're like, man, this is really really real. And when you think about thousands of years ago, a lot of the kings and queens had astrologers. You had healers, and you had astrologers. When you think about the three wise men and Jesus' birth, you think about that star that they followed. there was the Great Conjunction, which happened in 2020, where I was telling you about happened 500 years, which is Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. It aligns. It aligns, and they call it the Great Activation. So that star that they said that they were following, it was that Great Conjunction that wasn't there before, because it wasn't, because of that conjunction. They saw that great star and they followed it. So that was all astrology. The three wise men was about astrology. Jesus' birth, all that is about astrology. Pretty much everything is about astrology, because they was here first. The cosmos was here first. So it's a story about the cosmos, and we're just here living it.
I guess if you
Right,
think
well-
about it, we're made of stardust. We're made of them, right? So we're quantum entangled probably on some level to all of these things. So the information's going to pass. The energy is going to pass instantaneously. I never made that connection, to be honest, and that makes a lot of sense.
I want to say one of our first episodes, Dale came on here and he said, "Listen, motherfuckers, you guys are all from your stars that your constellations are from." Dale said this. He said, like, if you're a Sagittarius, you came from that galaxy. That's where your energy came from. And every single one of you looked at me like, what the fuck's wrong with this dumb motherfucker?
Dale
And what do
never
I
said
want to
that
say to you
shit,
guys right
bro.
now? Fuck you. I told you so.
We're going to have to get receipts on that, bro.
Yeah. Show me the clip. Show me the clip.
What was the next episode? Because it was like 2 weeks later. I said, look, what Atlantis was floating up above the fucking planets with the laser beams on top of it with a disc, and they was all, the space aliens coming down, pew pew pew, and we're gonna come around and prove that, and I'm gonna be like, And then we've already got to the bottom with the U.S. aid and how much money they've been sending out with Bill Gates and all of his shit. Like, they basically proved it. Him and Fauci, they fucking did COVID, and I'm just sitting here going, Told you Bill Gates did COVID.
Now you're speaking of Atlantis. Speaking of Atlantis, that's the reason why the Bermuda Triangle is still activated, because it was a sunken pyramid, Atlantis pyramid that was sunken. So it's still like active. So pyramids are energy conductors. It was aligned to the stars, Orion, Sirius, through those eras at that time. So a lot of information was gathered from that energetic exchange from the Giza pyramid. So the reason why all bad anomalies happens around the Bermuda Triangle is because it's a still active Atlantis pyramid down there. It's causing havoc. So.
And it's on
That's
it's
a
on ley
theory,
lines
but
too, right?
it make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Well, I think it's on ley lines too. So it's on these.
The ley lines are very
points.
important.
Which most sacred sites, most pyramids are built on those, and they have an aquatic base that goes underneath the structure. So there's this electromagnetic compression. But Kendall, I want to ask: do you think, or do you know of any thing that speaks to these structures, like connecting us to the stars and connecting us to different constellations for either communication or transportation or information, or what is that purpose to you?
And tilt your camera up just a little bit so we can see your eyes. I mean, I like your mouth, but that's all I'm seeing right now. Not everyone's me,
Oh, because it's too. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Because y'all got it zoomed in. That's why.
It's zoomed in. Yeah, you're great now. You're good now. I can see all of it.
Because
I want to get all of it.
Because on mine, I can see the whole body on mine. Right,
you good now? Yeah, that's good. That's great.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's cool.
Yeah, that's good.
It's good.
You good? Okay.
Yeah, I might gotta zoom out some. Hold on.
Is that Dale? Did Dale just go exorcism into Kendall just now? Is that what happened? I mean, Kendall is a couple years older than me. He's Dale age.
Y'all sure I'm good?
Yeah, you good.
Now hit us with that. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Is this thing on? Okay. We're
back on the tracks.
The pyramids to the stars, ley lines, energy.
So
Connecting, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, you just pretty much explained it. We're connected through the pyramids, through the ley lines, and through frequency, sound frequency. So, you know, different so different star systems have different frequency codes. So, but here on Earth, the reason why they built these structures because we activate those light codes through geometric patterns as well. So the pyramid is just a conductor and a receiver of that energy. That's why they place those structures around certain ley line areas. So the 33rd degree degree of the Earth, if you look at it, it runs through like California, it runs through Grand Canyon, Phoenix, it runs through all the way through the pyramid. So when you look on the 33rd degree of the map, all those ancient structures was put right there on purpose. So our star family can communicate with us, because you just think about it, it's like us humans and ants. You know, to an ant, that one little area is their whole world, but to us it's just one little place. You know, so that's how the star family see us as well. So they have to have certain energetic imprints to be able to send us information. So you have pyramids, you got the ley lines, just how we have chakra system within our body. The Earth is a living thing; it has a chakra system as well. The first chakra is actually located in the United States, runs down Mount Shasta, and down to South America, Peru, and that's the second chakra. So we're the sacral. And then it goes, kind of like a snake.
America,
Asia, and Europe. Mm-hmm.
Of course, America is the loin
So,
chakra.
so America is like
these people doing
actually
when they're
America
aligning
is the
their
root.
chakras.
It's the root. It's the root.
Okay.
Oh, it's the root. Sorry.
So, like, for real, how do people
So-
actually align their chakras? I need to understand this, because like I'm just over here. I'm honestly half-assed making fun of them sometimes, but like I'm seeing that the reason why they might
That's a
do
lot
this
of loot.
practice. You know exactly. And if you're somebody like me and you're like, man, anytime somebody's like a witch and they start busting out their gems and stuff, like I'm just like, nah, that ain't for me, dog. But I I can understand it, I guess, a little bit more, especially after this discussion here. And I don't feel so crazy even having those thoughts. But like, what the hell does that even mean? If somebody can fill a basic ass motherfucker in for me.
I mean,
Kind
I
of
can
breaking up
fill
a
in.
little.
Okay, we'll let Kendall fix his stuff, and
Can y'all
I'll answer you right up.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Kind of broken up.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, Dale.
But Brad, to answer your chakra question, last week I think we talked about toroidal fields, right? Or electromagnetic nature, especially of our heart. Our heart is the biggest electromagnetic field producer. Actually creates the biggest field for our entire system. But anyways, that same concept is applied to all the different kind of areas of our body, right? So our root being at the base of our spine, that being like our connection to safety. And this is all much more kind of at a higher level, like a higher dimensional level. So at the energetic level, we're not talking about physicality, even though it does affect physicality, because physicality will reflect the energy associated to it. But same principle, Brad, just all the way up the body. There's different centers. There's the root, there's the sacral, there's the solar, there's the heart, throat, third eye, crown, and that's it. I mean, there's some more. There's other ones too.
Like,
but
and
the
forgive
point
me
of
for
it-
being a basic ass
yeah.
motherfucker. How much
No,
of
go
this
for
like
it.
ties into like acne? Fuck, I can't even say it. Acupuncture.
All
Yeah.
of it.
Acupuncture is clearing those channels.
Acupuncture?
Same thing as
Flow
the
the energy.
ley lines.
I'm just
Same
so
thing
I'm
as the
I'm
meridians.
understanding. I'm
No, you're good.
comprehending, computing.
Totally. Dude, the whole point of all this like wellness, everything that Kendall does is getting the body back into synchronicity, back into harmony, back into a place where you can actually send and receive messages from the divine. And go ahead.
I'm going to say this like a blue collar man, because that's what I am. I got calluses on my hand. You did acupuncture. You know acupuncture, right, Brad? Didn't you do that?
I've had to have it done to me, and
You did.
I can say it had positive effects, like but like,
Okay, think about this.
I like my chiropractic and my massage
That's what
therapy a
you
little
did.
bit better.
You
I
did
ain't gonna lie to you.
Chiropractic.
And
Happy endings.
Similar thing.
that's what I worked
Listen.
for, was my
Think about like
chiropractor,
this.
and he helped me out a lot with understanding this. So go ahead.
Acupuncture. Okay, you know that your nervous system is electricity. It's electrical signals, right? We know that. Okay, acupuncture is trying to dive into that nervous system, and your chakras are, think about your chakras like the resistor that's storing the energy, right? To release it, big flux of energy comes in, it regulates that energy, and it sends it out to the system, right? It's a big resistor for like a PA system. So if you have an issue in that nervous system, it would be if someone like opened a switch, right? If they closed a breaker, opened a switch, you don't have electrical flow. Now you have a lot of other systems around everything, so it kind of covers it a little bit. You can still move your arm, but your arm might not
Block
feel
them.
right? And we've talked before how emotions and your physical body are tied together. So that electricity is going to affect your mentals because the circuit's flowing full. It's flowing full out of your head into your feet for that donut shape, but also tangibly in your body electricity. And the acupuncture is working on both aspects of that energy, and it's trying to close all of those open circuits to get a good flow so that the resistors can do their job and can let the energy out as it needs to be let out. I think that makes sense.
It just means spinning wheel, Brad. Chakra, spinning wheel. It's just a spinning wheel of energy. And if it's stopped or stuck, it's going to mess up the rest of the system. If it's going backwards, it's going to mess the rest of the system up. So the goal is to clean it and recharge it and continue to keep it in balance, so then you're healthy.
Cash, where are you at right now?
Maybe I can explain it in another way.
Chakra, whatever. Same thing, right?
Okay. Here's the thing.
That's where
What you
I'm
got,
at.
Kendall?
So
That chakra, align your chakras
when you
real
think about
quick,
the
boy.
human body, when you think about the human body and the nervous system, so think about your body and your nervous system. The acupuncture system, and they actually did a study on this. The acupuncture system, which is the Chinese meridian system, you got different energetic points throughout your body, and it showed that those fire faster than the nervous system. So your meridian system actually controls your physical nervous system. Okay, outside of your meridian system, you have your chakra system. So we are multi-layered beings. So we have an aura that extends like 12 feet. You can't see it, but each layer carries different information. That's what mediums
Oh, you
tie into.
feel that
I
though.
feel.
Sorry, I got to say, you can
All your
feel that shit sometimes. Go ahead. Sorry.
Nah, go ahead. Yeah,
You can
but
feel that energy.
and so our chakra system. You're right, bro. So your chakra system is more etheric. I feel like that's what mediums and sidekicks are reading whenever they're reading you. They're sensitive to the energy around you. So that's why they say everything is within you. Everything is within you because everything is literally here. Your whole history of your spirit, of your soul is around you. You just have to increase or heighten your frequency to be able to access that energy that's around you. It's around you. So using certain frequencies and living life right, love, gratitude, compassion, that raises your energy to where you can access this information, like your solar plexus, Cancer, like in astrology. If you have a lot of stuff in Cancer is the solar plexus. The solar plexus is connected to the cosmos. So if you have if you have bad planets or you have bad things going, maybe I can see that and I can help you out by giving you a remedy certain signs. You can give certain herbs, certain remedies, so you can, heal that chakra, so you can access that that energy. Um, so so yeah, man, we are multi-layered. We're not just a physical being. I have something called the BioWell a machine that measures your energetic blueprint. So it takes a snapshot of your energetic field. It gives me the alignment of your chakra. If your chakras are out of line, it gives me a detailed description of all your meridians if something is out of whack. And that's like um, a, a, a pre-measure that I can do, because whenever a disease is coming through your energetic field, it might take six months to a year to hit your physical body, and I can see that, and maybe I can help that illness not hit your physical body by helping through your etheric field.
Kendall
Yeah.
actually
You want
did
to
that
say
machine on me and my wife.
something?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I think last week,
Oh,
or
yeah.
that was our holistic show. But
Mhm.
that's our main healthcare practitioner just uses a sound resonance machine. You hold these two metal devices, or actually just put a set of headphones on, and the machine reads all the frequencies of every part of your body down to the chromosome level. And it's predictive to what you're trending towards, because it can tell the frequencies are out of balance. And then she prescribes herbs and puts specific frequencies to negate whatever is happening in the body to bring it back into balance into those herbs, with another machine that I'm assuming has something similar to that.
Yeah.
But it works. Like
Bruh.
4 or
Kendall-
5 years now, like, it's
Kendall
amazing.
brought this over to the house. Okay.
And-
And he let me and my wife do it. He made me wash my hands like 10 times because he's like, you smoke cigarettes, you ain't fucking up my machine. He didn't say it like that. It's okay. And I did. But it's really cool, dude, because it prints out this packet and it's very visual. It shows
Yeah, it's
you
cool.
like the size of the aura and the colors around your body. It shows you where it's weak and where it's strong. It has a chart that shows where your chakras are out of aligned and to which side. And it was cool because like Bella was still a baby. And it had our heart chakras like way out of alignment, but it was way out of alignment and overuse. And he was like, well, that makes a lot of sense, right? You got a newborn. So you're giving a lot of love right now. You're living through your heart like most of your day right now. And it was awesome because it made it so visual. So like someone like me, I'm really good with abstract unless I have no clue what you're talking about, right? And then I need that visual representation. And to see that, like I got to fly out there, I guess, because I want to update it, right? Like I want to see where it's gone and see what it looks like, as so much has changed, right? My belief system's changed since then. That my daily habits with exercise and food have changed since then. But it was an incredible visual packet of like, here is everything about your energetic existence at this moment. Really cool.
Yeah, super cool. There's actually a camera that was developed a long time ago.
Yeah.
That can take photos of auras. Like it'll show the aura of like an apple, anything that's natural. And it's actually interesting to see like the aura of an apple right after you take it off of the tree is just so bright, so many colors, very vibrant. And then you see an apple taken from the store and it's very weak. And so that really speaks to our health. You know, if we're having foods that have virtually no energy left in them, and we're just constantly having to push out trash, like that's why you need supplements. That's why you need herbs. You need real holistic medicine.
Dead energy, and that's why eating your plants. Plants are life, are light food. So light food. You actually can increase your frequency. That was my first step, changing my diet. I've been a pescatarian for like 5 years now, and once I changed my diet, because I'm a Virgo, so me being a Virgo rules the intestines because it's so intricate. Virgo is about like precision, perfectionness, getting down to the detail, and your gut, your intestine are the same. They're so intricate, you know. And when stuff was going on with it, I felt like I needed a change. And this was before I even knew anything about astrology. I was just listening to my body. And I feel like once I made that change and started eating more plant food, that's when I started to raise my frequency and started to gain more knowledge. So yeah, so your food, man, has definitely had a big thing to do with the information that you bring in. And actually, everything you see on Earth is not even from Earth. The bees and honey is from Venus. The cannabis plant is from Sirius. Everything has. That's why they call Earth the cosmic library. All the star systems seeded this Earth. The dinosaur was more draconian, was more Orion. So everything that was here was star system based and seeded this planet. So everything you see here wasn't here initially. It's not from this Earth. It's from the cosmos. So whenever you're using these herbs, you're actually putting that knowledge from the different star systems in you. So yeah, that is the secret when it comes to herbs and when it comes to plant medicine. That this is cosmic information in these plants and in this food, and it grows from the sun. Our sun is a portal, so yeah.
You've got me. I don't know if I'm smoking good weed, and like I'm locked in right now, but like this is.
So hidden bread?
And all I know
Yeah.
is
It's great though.
I
like,
was in a train of thought typing something out, and I heard cannabis, and that I got my attention.
picked him right back up. But no, like,
I knew that was gonna catch you. I knew that was gonna catch you.
just all the science that I've seen in my life. Like I stumbled upon just like a research document about an octopus. Like how the hell did the octopus even like come to fruition? And
Cuttlefish too?
one of the weird things was like an asteroid had some of its DNA on it, and like it was able to inseminate. And I was like, what am I even learning right now in the rabbit hole of theory that I spun down? But then like you basically saying that, like the way that the stars were born, like all the energy just came from everywhere. All the asteroids and meteors and all this stuff was just bouncing around it. As if we're talking about the Big Bang Theory or however the hell we wanted to call it, when they're initially forming, all that energy is just bursting, and that's a great way to even just present it. And I just, again, the perspective is just definitely enlightening. And I don't know if I'm just smoking that good right now and I'm locked in and I'm loving it, but just that
activation, bro.
Touch on.
You get
It's called the
you getting that
activation.
real.
Yep.
That's right. Activation. This is not information. This is activation.
You get that realization about an idea
So
fact
yeah,
or
man.
fiction is.
We're
I'm gonna tap into a little bit more on the
and
lettuce.
recently
and the
I've been
cabbage.
helping.
Wait, this real information? Wait a minute. Let me tap in.
Yeah, bro. Food is information. That's why I eat not for pleasure. I eat for for knowledge and for help. I don't eat for pleasure.
You can ask my child what is food, and she will say information. That ideology is seated deep already.
Hey, I just want to let you guys know though, like I've been on a cheesecake fucking run. And I know what we've just talked about. Like food is we have to eat healthy a little bit, you know what I mean? But also we're here to live and experience. I don't know about y'all.
Hey,
I'm
cheesecake
here to
be
experience.
bussin', dog.
And that cheesecake I've been eating is fucking off the hook. And I don't know if it's just, February and I'm fatting up and I'm loving it.
But you still
that peanut butter chocolate cheesecake is my shit right now.
nah, bro. You still could do that.
Yeah.
You still could do that, bro. Just balance. It's all about balance. It's all about
Moderation,
balance.
bro.
You
Maybe
still
take
can do
next
it.
week
Just
off.
balance it out.
Take a break.
Or maybe like 2 days a week, not 9 days a week. Just
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
What
been doing
what
lately
is anything
every
from
day.
Neptune? Because y'all have told me I'm really tied to Neptune. Is there something from Neptune that I can be getting in on?
Yeah. So Neptune. So places. planets like Neptune and Pluto, and Uranus, like those are my favorite planets. Those planets are the most powerful, but the most subtle because they are the furthest away.
I am so.
And it's more like generational. It's more like generational
Mm.
planets. So when you started like Pluto, when Pluto was discovered, that's when the atom bomb was made. You know, so and
Mm.
Pluto is about like death and rebirth, um, uh, uh, destruction.
Transformation.
It's about esoteric knowledge and it's transformation. And actually, Scorpio is three different. It's three different layers to Scorpio. You got the Scorpion, which is like the more earth, egoic phase, and then people say different, but you have the eagle, and then you have the Phoenix. So it's different levels to Scorpios.
Well, it goes the scorpion. You start as a scorpion, which is the lead, and then there's the eagle, which is the elevation of that to the more physical, and then there's the transcendence of the eagle to the phoenix, which is the only sign in all of astrology that has three
The Phoenix, that's right.
three phases. Yeah, which is really cool. It's really interesting. Both Cosmic and I are Scorpios. I'm
Some have
Scorpio
two.
Sun. Yeah, I'm Scorpio Sun,
Oh yeah.
Scorpio Moon, and then Scorpio Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising. So got that triple water, boy. Lots of emotion, yeah.
All water, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Man, you
only know
definitely
like
connected that. That shows that. Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
only tapped in
I'm
a
with
little
you,
bit on
Brad.
that.
But I do know this. They told me that I'm a very old soul, that I'm like a shamanistic past in like ancient, and that I'm really tied to Neptune, and Neptune is like wizard stuff. So I need to learn. Like, do I need to
Innovation.
hang out with like a
Yeah.
squirrel and tap into my Neptune,
Mhm.
or eat a mango, and then I can cast spells?
So actually, Neptune, the one of the herbs that rules kind of Neptune is the cannabis plant. So
Can't do that.
Neptune is like your spiritual antenna. Yeah, Neptune is like your spiritual antenna. So you take in these cosmic frequencies from like Neptune. It's a higher octave of Venus, and Uranus is a higher octave of Mercury. So Uranus like controls like your etheric field, and Mercury controls your nervous system. So yeah, man, you got medical astrology, you got financial astrology.
Is Neptune the symbol is like the trident, right?
Yeah, it's like they got different ones. So trident, but I like the one that has like the cup, like it looks like an antenna, like a
It's like a
satellite.
cup and then a sword.
I like that one better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it shows.
So Cosmic's Neptune is in Capricorn.
That thing.
So I don't know if that narrows it down for you to maybe give him more guidance.
Yeah.
I just need to know.
I have
like,
mine in
cinnamon.
Capricorn as well. I have mine in Capricorn as well. So
And it's on the
like I said,
ascendant,
Neptune, those. So it takes like. I know. So he's definitely connected spiritually. Whenever you have I got Uranus on my on my rising. So people like that, star seeds. When you got those slow moving planets on your rising like that confirm your star seed, and you raise your frequency, you're gonna get more information to download than a regular person. And for Neptune to be in Capricorn, so it's pretty much what we're doing right now. So Neptune is more like abstract.
Hold up.
Neptune.
My eyeballs are fucking
Say
floating.
we gotta go pee.
We gotta go piss.
We got
dog.
we got
Yeah,
to
yeah, speed break.
It's
speed break.
for a second.
All right.
We come back. I'm gonna ask Kendall about being in New Orleans for the Super Bowl weekend, and we're gonna get into some other stuff. We're gonna have some fun. Love y'all. See y'all in a minute.
Toasting to the highs with every sweet drink. Hot nines, the alchemists watch the world blink. Beverages so fine, they lift you above. With TXT, honey's a potion of love. Raise up your cup, let the good times flow. Hot nines got the secret, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Roll it up, light it right, let's ignite this night. DOS filters got the goods, everything feels so right. From carbon to the paper, every puff, pure bliss. With the roller in hand, I just can't resist. Ease your mind, elevate your vibe. DOS filter, the choice you make. For the pride.
Every strain on deck, we rolling up tight. Every strain on deck, from the depths of the flower. Come, connect, support other growers. We elevate the game, cannabis family unite. Let's light up a flame. With every puff we rise, watch the smoke fill the sky with the green revolution. Dab side, dab it, roll it, light it, flow for the love of the plant. Let the whole world know, supporting each other, that's how we grow. And the rope on excites that our spirit flow. In this shedding doubts like a knife. With Reno and Cashman, we elevate our life.
Oh, they caught me in the dance. In the dance. I do my dance at the halftime show. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't dancing, I don't care if you can, do it. Does it look good when I dance? Look at this. I look dumb, but you know what? I feel good. That's half the battle. I mean, maybe that's 3/4. Maybe that's the whole damn battle. You know what I'm saying? We back. We back on it. We took tinkles, because I say tinkles. That's what my household does. I changed the camera battery,
I go PP.
and it didn't charge all the way, so who knows how long it's going to last. We're living on the edge. Straight on the edge. Straight out of edge life. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. But I want to know this, Kendall, because, you know, we're friends on the book, and once a week I get on the gram, and you were posting some really cool New Orleans stuff, dude. What was it like being down there on the Super Bowl weekend?
Oh man, it was dope. It felt like the whole country was in New Orleans. Everybody was there. The energy was dope. The Eagles fans, man, got a lot of energy. It was like Mardi Gras, man. It was super packed.
I got to be there when the Saints won. I was in New Orleans that night. I watched it at Ernst Cafe and did the walk to Bourbon from there. And it was, I've never energetically, and I wasn't attuned back then, but I never felt anything like that in my life. I made out with a girl who took her head out of the window in the backseat of a car because we were all dancing in the streets. And she hugged me, and I went for a hug, and then she planted the kiss, and we just made out in front of a cop for like, I don't know, felt like a minute. It might have been 3. But that's what life was in that moment. You know, you just made out with people.
Y'all got some loose fingers,
man.
or what's up?
No, because
more
there
to
was
the
a car
story here?
door between us. You know,
Oh.
It was just like saying, "Hey, the Saints just won
wow.
the Super Bowl." It was cool.
That's energy, man. That's good
That-
vibes.
And look, I'm ugly
That's
as
good
fuck. So like, that's a lot of energy.
Yeah.
A lot of energy.
My phone breaking up. Phone breaking
Hey,
up.
we're gonna get it. The Wi-Fi is gonna zap stronger.
Am I
Kendall's audio
breaking
is
up?
a tad delayed, but we're good. It's okay.
You're
No,
all right.
you're good.
We talked a little bit of shit about Bill Gates earlier, and he's zapping us right now. So like,
Such a
we
bitch.
got
It's all hitting us. Yeah. It is that karma. Anytime we talk about real stuff like this, it always gets hit.
You know
B
what?
squared.
Hold on, maybe I need to
Work on
take
the
my
yaw.
VPN off.
The angle of the yaw. We learned that from South Park. That matters. It's part of the
Angle
math
of the
equation.
yaw.
Yes, it's part of the math equation.
What
If
is
you know,
that?
you know. Oh, well,
for the size.
for the size. If
Yeah,
you're
you
if you're not
gotta
you got to
you have
divide
to
by the
go
yaw,
right.
the angle. If you're going to be accurate.
It's
Randy
a whole
Marsh.
thing, and like
Randy Marsh.
because I've actually discussed this with some people before. Because like, look, I am not any more than the average man, and I don't know what the average man is because the average man says he's 6, but like, what's that really mean, right? But if we're gonna talk about by the yaw,
Really
I'm close to like 8 inches, motherfuckers. Like, don't even come at me. Like, it's
You got a
probably
good
little bit
yaw.
towards 9. Like, if we're really going from like precedent yaw, and like I took all my herbal supplements, my blood flow, my circulation's all rocking and fucking rolling, and I'm pumped. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Horrible time for Kendall to come back in here.
Well, that's what happens when he's not here. Some are blessed with girth. Some are blessed with the angle of the yaw. Brad got the yaw angle. You know,
Right.
That's what happens in life.
Definitely a. I would say
I have to turn my VPN. I gotta use my VPN.
Okay.
Got a VPN. Got to keep Bill Gates off that ass. I understand.
You're smart. We should probably VPN a VPN.
That's right.
I believe VPN the VPN.
Oh, damn.
All the shit I look up. I gotta have it.
Don't
You
need
can't-
the
and you
Clintons
can't-
chasing you down or nothing.
I want the black van. I want the helicopter. I dare him. Come on. Let's go. I'm not going softly into this sweet night. You're going to find out. I know some shit. I think I do. Apparently I don't because there's no black van.
think you do.
So
Not yet. Just wait.
it's in there.
I mean,
You'll be
like,
alright, though.
it's no longer relevant at any point now, but it's kind of weird knowing that I had a secret clearance, not anything cool, just a secret clearance in the Army, and they actually trusted me with shit. Zero reason why they ever should have done that, but
You were like 18 fucking years old. What the hell business did
Right.
you have having a clearance?
dude, like I was in charge of like fucking $500,000 of equipment in the NBC room, like everything that was nuclear, biological, radioactive, fucking chemical, gear, in charge of it. Why? I don't have a fucking clue. They said, "Hey, man, you're gonna get all this shit packed up for us, and if not, you're gonna be fucked." And all right, looks like we're gonna get all this shit packed
Just
up.
dipped up 10 monsters deep, just packing.
I want to let you know before we got to Iraq, I was this is the part of the show we have that disclaimer at the very beginning. I was doing coke, I was doing ecstasy, I was straight banging those ecstasy tablets and snorting them. I was in a bad place in life, but I tell you what, we got our shit to Iraq. Everybody's fucking stuff got packed up, everything made it, and we all did it on time. And they said, "How the fuck did you do that?" And I said, "I don't know."
And it felt good.
And I got a couple of these thingies back here. One of them was for actually just making sure we got there okay. That's a weird one, but put me on the map, son. Put me on the
Yeah,
map.
boy. You made it.
we got to Iraq and they said, "Thompson,
Well,
why are you sleeping, dog? It's been 3 days. You still sleep?" I said, "Y'all don't even know, son. Y'all don't even know."
You weren't there. You wouldn't understand. My goodness. My goodness. All right. I'm going to throw this
Did
to
all that with a
Cosmo.
secret clearance, baby. Ooh.
Do you want to ask? Do you have any questions you wanted to ask Kendall? Also, audience, if you put them in the comments, we're going to ask. I told you I'll bring any question you've ever had in your life, and Kendall can answer it. Put them on the spot. But we haven't gotten any. But Cosmo, I know you had some. Like, do you want to go there while we have time? Because we have time to get into some stuff.
Well, do we want to move on from astrology? Or are we still in that place? Or what do you guys think?
I don't care.
Because we could get into numerology. I want to hit on that. I want to make sure we have time for that. But
Let's do it. Let's do it while we got time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
okay.
Definitely.
So
Kendall
do it.
sees 10 numbers and changes his whole day, and it works out great. And I don't understand that either.
Which I'm there. Like, I see the patterns, but for me, it's like, I don't know what to do with them. You know, I don't know how to integrate them into my daily life or how to make sense of them in a way that I can feel like it's affecting my day, I guess. I guess maybe how do you do that? And maybe how do we bridge the gap between like astrology and numerology? Because I think they're very tightly connected, especially when we talk about geometry, those blueprints and energy that were all that coming together, you know. But
yeah, man. So that's my favorite. So like I said, my healing of people is multi-dimensional. So you have astrology, you have numerology, you have the tarot. So all those numbers mean something. So all the numbers I see are the degrees of a lot of my planets in my birth chart. So like I was born at 148. So all the multiples I see, bro, which is crazy, is 14, 144. Those my planets. So I know whenever I see them, think about what you're thinking at that moment. What's going on? What you're thinking about? What's happening? I see it on license plates. Mine is like 144. So when you're talking about 144, I look at it for me as an activation. When you think about the rising of the Kundalini or the activation of your chakras, your third eye, when all the petals are added up from different chakras, is 144. That's why in the Bible you see 144,000 in the Bible and in different scriptures, because it pretty much shows the activation. You know, whenever you activate your 144 lotus flower of your third chakra, and then it opens up the consciousness flower, which is 1,000. So 1,000
nine is completion
144 is 100.
Right.
Not as completion. That's right. So when you see your sun is 9 degrees, you may be in a lifetime of completion. So I've used this with people, bro, and for me, it's crazy. So like everywhere I've moved, my address before me even knowing has been tied into my purpose, what I'm supposed to do. Like right now, I'm staying at 1114. Like that's my damn address.
That's wild.
Before that, it was 1084, my birthday. Yeah, so like I see it on license plates. On if I see a video with 1111, I click on it. I don't even know. I just click on it, and there's some information that I need. Numbers are our guides, our spiritual watchers' way of giving us information, because numbers are universal. You know, languages are diverse, but numbers around the board are universal. It's the same. So that's how the spiritual realm, your guides, whatever you want to call it, that's how they communicate with you, and you get your affirmations like that as well. And it's pretty much like a guide. And numbers has frequency as well, just like colors. You know, I wore this blue because blue is for the throat chakra. You know, I have issues with, you know, talking and stuff. So they're supposed to strengthen your chakra to be able for me to, you know, speak out my truth. You know, so colors, numbers, you have to look at every single thing. But the more you awaken and the more you raise your frequency, the more you see these patterns. And also 144 is a Fibonacci number. I don't know if y'all want to go into that, but that's a whole nother thing I tie into it all as well.
369.
So that's when that quantum
It's 369.
Tesla.
One more time, get low.
Tesla.
Sorry, we have to do it every time.
So
I say it
so
all the
like
time.
Mhm.
Go ahead, man. Sorry.
Kendall's got all these hooligans out here interrupting with nonsense.
And
He gonna slap Brad upside the
oh
head.
no, no, y'all good, man. Nah, man, y'all good, man. Do y'all thing. Gotta
I'm
keep it
saying,
light.
I want to say it
Gotta
kind
keep
of
it
like
light.
this. You have to learn your language. The astrology didn't click with me. The numbers I've tried, and there's things that make sense, right? But it didn't really click with me. But what did click with me is someone I was listening to. I think they were like a channel or whatever. But they said if you hear ringing in the right ear, it is downloads from source, from God, whatever that is to you, because that's the right hemisphere of the brain. There's no
Masculine.
filter. That's where the creativity is, right? If you hear it in the left ear, it's your higher self. It's coming through that filter. It's going on the logical side. And that made
very
sense to me. And it was just like whenever that's happening, pay attention to know where it's coming from. And I've gotten the right ear. So like I was driving this was months ago, maybe like 6 months ago or whatever. And I drive fast. Shoot me. It's what I do. And I'm in the far left. I'm rolling, and the ringing didn't just happen. It got strong. And I was like, okay, pay attention. Like that's from the God side. And I was instantly looking at this like dark blue old truck. And I was about to pass him. But when that ringing hit, I said, pay attention, saw the truck, and I slowed down. And instantly, no blinker, that truck went straight right over. We'd have been in the emergency lane collision.
Ooh.
Okay. And I took that as okay. So when that happens, pay attention to your surroundings. Right? Because it worked. And I've told you, I've had it ring, and I saw an image of the train, right? And I was going to be late for work, and I said, oh, we got to go test it out. And the train was at the tracks, and I had to go 15 minutes the other way. And I did it on purpose because like I knew it was going to be true, but I wanted that confirmation. I struggle with this side. This ear rang like 5 times today. And every time it was ringing, I'm like, what were you thinking about? What were you focusing about? What's around you? And nothing really stood out. And that's kind of like my path with seeing the numbers, with the birth chart and the astrology signs. And I think that's okay. Maybe I'm not ready to understand it, but I kind of want to say that for anyone that's curious, you got to find what language is going to be the language for you. And you're going to have to experiment and ask for confirmation. Always ask, hey, I heard this was real. I want confirmation. I'll tell you from someone who has had weird experiences and like, I don't know, you want to call it psychic stuff. I don't know, but I asked for confirmation. I got it. It's not like this stuff happened 20 times, but it damn sure happened at least once where it was like, yo, that's real. Put that in the repertoire, put it in the toolbox. This is absolutely a part of your reality. Maybe you can use it later. And I just think that's a good thing to throw out there for everybody, that it's a little different. It's unique to you. Sorry.
I mean, I don't really know where we're going to go after that. I don't know exactly how to tie this in, but it may be
breaking up.
When I was like 15, 16, I think I was 16, I was in a little bit of a mischievous way, and I ended up getting on community service to pay this off, and forever grateful to the guys in the YMCA who kind of walked me through this. And one of the guys I met was like a mentor to me. I ended up becoming like the assistant coach after the community service was up, staying on and just assisting with all the kids and whatnot. It was a good experience, really. But the guy kind of, just recognized I was in a, what do you want to call it, troubled home, and just kind of took me under his wing, if you will. But he was big in the book The Secret. And I still kind of go back and forth on it, whatever.
You sound like you're in water, Brad.
Oh, uh-oh.
That's better.
There you go. Closer.
I'll stay closer.
Remember, eat the corn, not the hot dog.
Right. So I don't know how much of that you caught. Nevertheless, the
secret. We got the secret.
Yeah.
Perfect. So as we were tapping into like some of the manifesting stuff and just utilizing your energy to make things happen for you, I kind of got to experiment with a lot of that stuff with him and just seeing things come to fruition. And I know it just kind of sounds weird, but experiencing it, just forecast calling for rain, and like we had to like get our practice in, and he's like, no, like let's practice it, let's focus on it right now. Do you want it to rain, or do you want it to not rain? Well, let's see if we can focus in on having it not rain until at least the practice is up. And I shit you not, like after we just like locked in, breathed on it, and just focused on it, the second we were getting ready to wrap up practice, we weren't even done with our speech. total fucking downpour after it had been clear for the entire fucking flag football practice. And I know that you're probably thinking, well, hey, that's just coincidence. But like there was so many other times where it was literally the same exact thing. But you have to know what you're asking for. You have to be very, very direct, and you have to fucking put the necessary amount of energy to have anything come forth. But nevertheless, I have to say, because like I've said, I'm not rich. In my past lives, I haven't been, and I have tried my hardest to get a fucking Lamborghini to appear in my driveway, and it doesn't work. No matter what I do, I've put it on my vision board, and like it just doesn't show up. I don't know what to tell you guys. I got a Dodge Ram, and it runs nice. Everything's fucking fine, but I would love that Lambo, and I haven't been able to get that to happen. So I must be doing something wrong.
Well, there's more to it than that, I think, Brad. It's like there's what you want, and then there's what you really want, right? Ooh. And so for what you really want, you have to be okay with the impact that that's going to have on everything. So if you really want a Lamborghini and you focus on that all the time, you put all your energy into it, sure, you're going to get that Lamborghini, but you're going to neglect your family. You're going to neglect your relationships. There's going to be all kinds of consequences that need to happen, all this change that needs to occur for that to happen in your life. Whereas if that's really meant to happen and it's in alignment with what you really want, then it should be easy to get that Lamborghini. It should be a side effect of whatever you're meant to be doing, right? Which is maybe this, Brad. Maybe that Lamborghini's coming soon, buddy. Like, who knows?
We keep having Kendall on here.
I ain't gonna lie with you guys. My Dodge, it's a nice pickup truck. I love it. It ain't bad. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
You know the secret? The secret for men, because there's too much masculine energy. So the secret of manifesting, because thoughts are energetic waveforms, and vibrations that manifest in physical reality. So as a man, and a female, you're already out of balance. So you have to bring in that feminine energy. So feminine energy doesn't have to be, you being flamboyant, working with herbs, compassion, empathy, love. That's nurturing. That's feminine. That's feminine energy. And so when you, as a man, when you add that in to your energetic imprint, that's when you manifest. Because think of the figure eight. The figure eight, you got your feminine side and you got your masculine side. You have to balance that. And that middle part, the middle of the that infinity sign is where you manifest. That's where the magic is. That's where the 0 point is. So you bring the masculine and feminine together, you can manifest whatever you want in your life. By using that method.
Yep. Same. I've tested it
working
hard.
with herbs, me nurturing, me helping people heal.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Like hard.
Well, I think that's why we're here. Like that's why I like talking about this.
Merging those energies is the key.
Yeah, because it works. I mean, once you start testing this stuff, and like all the metaphysics, like astrology, all that stuff is just there to kind of help give structure to the experiences that you can't give explanation to. Like I've had so many experiences with psychedelics that prove all the things that you're talking about, Kendall. Like these very primary beings who are merely responsible for like the flow of time, the flow of just these very simple things that we take for granted, like these natural laws. So yeah, I guess like having language and having a structure to kind of synthesize these things is what a lot of this stuff is. And the more you can integrate all of it, the more I think it kind of reinforces itself, and it makes it easy to integrate other things. Because if it doesn't integrate, then it probably doesn't fit. It probably is not true, or you don't understand it yet to the point where you can integrate it. Like you're saying, Cosmic, like maybe I'm not ready for the birth chart stuff. If you took the time, or if you're in a place where you were open to it or ready for it, it'll click, but it just has to be a timing thing.
Get it.
Totally.
I follow. I believe it, but I just let y'all do that. Other people do the math.
Totally. there's you know, specialities, right? And that's in our charts too. Like there's things that are easy for us and things that are hard. So
Right.
the things that are hard are the things that are going to make you grow. The things that are
Right.
easy
That's
are the tools to help you to make you grow. You know.
Kendall, I want to ask a
Mhm.
numerology question.
Like,
So it's a
Mhm.
typical Sunday,
Mhm.
and you go to Walmart, and you go back by the bicycles, and you see the door, and you flash your "I'm an alchemist" badge, and they let you in the back door, and you get 7 ounces of ether, and you pay for it with your Wizard credit card, and they give you a receipt, and the tax was $1.44, and you see that $1.44, you're gonna make a different choice that day. Why? Like, is it just you saw it and you're focused on what was happening then, or does that speak to you in some kind of way? Like, that's what I'm curious about. What would make you think different because you saw that number on the receipt?
all numbers speak to me. Like when I was
Like
when I
how?
started my business, and I was
No, I'm just saying, like how? Like
say
how do you get like information from the number? How does it translate in your mind from this number to make a choice to data? Or do you just know? Is it just a thing that happens for you?
studying, bro. Like I just it's just annoying. It's within my blueprint as a soul, and I was activated to the point where I just understand what numbers speak to me, and just from affirmation by like clicking on something that's 411, like a video, and the knowledge I was looking for is in that video that's 411, or looking at a video that's 1111. So me over time, these synchronicities just it speaks to me. It's I don't know. It's just like a knowing. I can't explain it. It's just like a knowing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And like I
I
said, it
get it
might be
knowing.
different from somebody else, but you have to put that together. You know when you see a number all the time. Like if you see a number all the time, you know something is up. Like that number is speaking to you at some point. Like right now, I've been seeing 741. I've been having I hurt my knee hiking, man. So I just put that together recently that I've been seeing 741 and multiples of that because that is the healing frequency for like pain. 528 is like a cellular regeneration frequency. So me seeing these, I put together like, oh, they're telling me I need to listen to the frequency because that's going to help me heal. So throughout the years, I've had certain ailments that I was supposed to have so I can create something to help myself and heal others. So all these signs, bro, I just take everything as signs and I put it together according to what's going on in my life and what I'm thinking.
So now based off
So I would
that,
keep a diary or keep a journal.
Okay.
yeah, well, based off that too,
Huh.
he can now put that frequency into the herbs that can help with his knee pain. And now that is a connection beyond just the physical,
And
and it's connecting into spirit and into the energetic realm, which then is going to impact the physical body. You know, so I understand that connection, and I think that's something where I would be like, yeah, that makes sense.
I think spirit dumbs this
Yeah.
down for me.
Well, that's why I call myself a quantum herbalist.
Yeah, it's much more accurate
That's fine.
and sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I
it
don't
just
know if
sounds
this
cool.
is the
So-
same thing.
So
Also,
that's
I
why
don't know
I
if
call
y'all
myself
can hear me.
quantum herbalist because
I just wanted to touch real quick. I don't really understand the numbers thing, but I think it's similar. Like when I see geometry, shapes, architecture with like solid structure, I can just like see, feel, understand the vibration, the energy that's there, and kind of recognize the patterns. Am I understanding or talking about a similar thing here, or not at all?
That's like your language for it. You know,
Yeah,
like I was
that's good.
saying, spirit dumbs it down for me. Like I've told y'all, I feel like a energetic net comes in and grabs half my brain, or sometimes the whole brain, and I just accept it. I say, hey, it's okay, and I zone in on it, and all of a sudden I see a clear image. I hear a legit whisper. Like spirit's like, we're gonna make this as simple and clear because you're not gonna translate all this other stuff. So we're just gonna tell you. And I'm like, okay, I can ride with that, you know. But
I
think
feel like
it's
that
different for all of
real
us.
that feeling in your skin. You know, like you just
Mhm.
that your vibe. You get that juicy feeling. I don't know how else to fucking
Light and
describe
tingly.
it. You're on that
Yeah.
path, and you know it. Until you fuck up, and then you question your decisions, and then that's what you told me, Cosmic, a long time ago. You were just there for the experience, and
Yep.
and that's okay. I guess I'm trying to work through that now, but you
I
know,
think it's important.
it is what it
Important. You
is.
can't. Patrick said this in a recent video. The Concrete Shamans. He had to go through things to learn things and heal himself so that he could heal others. And Kendall just said it with his knee. Like you can't
Yeah.
help somebody through something else unless you have gone through it and fixed it for yourself. Cashman has shown us his poems.
Can I just
That's right.
fucking say I am goddamn tired of experiments? Like I'm tired of that shit. No more experiments. I just want
Hey, man,
what's
life
meant
is
for me. Fuck
experiment.
the experiments, okay?
Maybe you came for a life of experimentation.
No, fuck that.
Fuck that.
No more.
Nah. I'm good.
That's the only way you gonna learn, man, through experiences, man.
Till you
I'm
accept
tired
it
of
and get
learning.
excited
Fuck
about
that.
That's the only way you gonna learn.
I don't want to learn no more.
That's
Tired
why
of
you're
all
on
these
Earth.
life
That's why
lessons.
you're on Earth to learn, man.
I'm tired, man.
I'm tired.
I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired, Grandpa.
Start giving me the easy lessons,
Let me
please.
tell you,
You give him all the easy ones. So, Kendall, what were you getting on?
if I could do it, you could do it.
You were saying you're like a quantum herbalist. You were about to explain that.
Yeah, I kind of came up with the word quantum herbalist because, like Cosmo was saying, infuse the herbs with like with frequencies, certain frequencies, 432 hertz, 741 hertz. So infusing that sound frequency into the herbs, making my own like pyramid structure and putting the herbs inside that pyramid, just as the the ancient Egyptians did. They were going to have these ceremonies inside the pyramid and get these healings from the crystals that resonates with that certain frequency and energy. So yeah, so using like pyramid resonance, using sound, using color, having like different color chakra bottles, putting put water in the moon, under the sun, getting that frequency as well, and pouring that into some of my stuff. So using different forms of quantum energy like that. Colloidal waters, I'm using like gold, copper, silver, and infusing it into nanoparticles in water, making them more bioavailable to the cells. So using that and like creams and stuff like that. So it's more frequency, more quantum based, so you can heal more etherically and more etheric and not the body. Because like I said, the body is the last thing that gets attacked. So you want to heal more quantum, more etheric, more in that type of way. So that's why I call myself a quantum
dude from
herbalist, because it's
Yale.
not just herb, just infused with certain frequencies.
The dude from Yale that is a lot of his research is hidden, but he started the electric stuff that Jerry Tennant followed up on. He proved that the wave affects the body, right? He was able to see the magnetic field coming
Yes,
off
sir.
of people, and he saw that a lot of women had a separate field in their uterus.
hmm
And he followed them over years, and all of the women that had that
Mm.
field ended up getting cancer where the field was at. And so through that experiment, the women that didn't have the field didn't get the cancer. He pretty much
Mm.
proved that the field affects the matter, not the other way. The matter does not affect the field. And you can affect your energy with thought, with emotions, with the shadow work, with exercising too, right?
Mhm.
Like all the different ways you can bring it up with prayer, whatever you believe in, whatever that road
Oh
is for
yeah.
you. All of that is
Oh
going to
yeah.
affect your field, and the field affects the
Oh
matter.
yeah.
So you got to start thinking that inside out route, right? To us, it's
hmm
inside out, but it's really how the universe
That's
works.
right. That's
Yeah.
right.
It's natural. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's right.
Mhm.
So about it. That's why they say everything is within you. Everything is within you, because that subtle energy is what changes and what makes you manifest and change your destiny just like that. Because in the quantum world, the physics is totally different from the physical matter. You know, in the quantum world, everything is instant. Everything is like probabilities. So yeah, when you work in quantum, you get to actually heal different lifetimes, karma wise, different timelines. So that's a whole nother subject. Um, but yeah,
So
man.
let me ask you this: if I'm watching this show, I'm an audience member. I'm Tommy or Sally, and I'm
Mhm,
listening to you say these things, and I'm like, damn, all right, like maybe he's onto something. I'd like to contact him, and I'm having this ailment, or maybe I'm just like, damn,
mhm.
like I want him to heal my knees. You know what I'm saying?
It's,
Like
it's the
what would be the best ways for someone to do that? Like the website, a social media thing, contact me
yeah.
and get your phone number
Mhm.
directly and your social security number. Like what would that be?
They can hit me up on on Instagram, or I can give you my number or something like that. But I would say Instagram or Facebook. You can
At
contact me.
Aggie 504 underscore.
And it's a full holistic healing. It's going to be
Look at
numerology,
that.
astrology. It'll
Yeah.
be food, exercising, emotional. Like all my patients, a lot of my patients I have, I instantly make them feel it's not
Oh, Bill Gates said,
it's
fuck
more
this.
emotional and social. Sometimes people don't know.
You
That
back?
audio, bro.
You're good.
Have people to talk to the audience. Can you hear me? Y'all can hear
We
me?
can't, yeah, it settled out because you stopped saying the magic stuff. Yeah, Bill Gates was all voodooing us. I don't know if you can see it, but we QR coded your website. Do you still use the website for the people that can see that on the computers?
I do. I do. Yeah, I
Okay.
do. I do.
So that's a
Yeah.
good way also.
Yeah. All right,
But
man.
yes, the
I'm mad. I'm
mentals,
breaking up.
you're good now. But
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
basically to recap, the mentals and
Oh.
emotionals
Oh.
affect the physical. And Kendall works
The
with that
mental,
also.
emotional, effectiveness, and yeah. So the whole nine, man. The whole nine. Because like I said, healing is more of holistic. It's not just physical. You know, people think it's physical, but it's definitely
Part of
more than
it.
that.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
I
more
did
than
some
that.
shadow work and all of a sudden I could poop. I didn't get backed up and have to go get x-rays where the nurse said, I'm sorry, son, but you full of shit. That's what that nurse told me. And I waited for Brad to start taking a hit to say that one.
Woo. He's fine.
And shadow works is
Powering
important,
through.
man.
I did 3 straight weeks on shadow work. That's how important it is, and that's how much there is to
That's
really
that's
dive into it.
that's the
Yeah. There's definitely more.
that's the main,
But yeah.
I'm a
especially being
firm
a Scorpio.
believer
You
in that
visit,
psilocybin. That's what it
Yes.
is. To help unpack
mm-hmm,
through that shadow work. Because some
Yeah.
people, you're right, they got a tight ass and they need to just let it go.
mm,
And I, that's,
right.
that's the short story.
That's a lot of lube. That's a lot
It's
of
a good way to
lube.
put it. It's a good way to put it, Brad. We got it.
Go outside, nerd. Go outside.
Had to shoot my shot when I could. Oh man. Sorry, I derailed us, but that was important, right? Because there could be, even if there's one person that watches this tonight or on a replay and they're like, man, that I think that I could benefit from that. They need to know how to get to you, you know? So Instagram, Facebook, the website, all of
That's
those are
right.
good
That's right.
ways.
That's right.
You can DM me on Twitter and I'll get you with them. Like, you know, me and Kendall
And
talk a good bit still.
okay.
You know, I think he likes me still. You know, I annoy him a little bit.
And just,
Interesting.
nah, man, you my partner.
I was gonna say he's never coming back on this show again after
You my
this
partner.
experience. Just fuck these guys. These guys are
Oh
stupid.
no, I'll be back.
No, we need
Perfect.
it.
Honestly,
We need Kendall.
I'll be
Obviously,
back.
we need Kendall.
as we come up on like our 20 minutes to
I'll be
closing,
back. I'll be back.
this has been a great show. This is honestly your perspective on a lot of this stuff is enlightening. I don't want to say like I'm gonna go run out and try to find my numerology numbers and stuff like that, but maybe on the next episode we can tap
Look,
in and we can find this
yeah,
path, you know, and we'll learn it together. And because like I don't know if I'm more curious about the numbers
yeah.
or the stars or I don't know.
I want to see how well me and Brad actually line up because that'll be interesting.
Should
That's
get
what,
get these guys
Be
to look at your
more-
birth charts.
that's what I'm
More
saying.
than
Like these are
10%.
things I wouldn't mind. Like
Yeah, I can.
at this point.
Yeah, yeah, y'all give me your information. I could do a reading on y'all, man. And I could do a century reading on y'all and see if you all connected some type of way, past lifetime or something.
That would be wild.
Man,
We'll have
I've
to
been
figure
look,
this out.
it's been crazy, bro. The more I get into the astrology, bro, the more people haze it just be. I'd be like, I'd be saying stuff, bro. It'd be like crying.
So
Like I'd be like, this stuff is really real. Like I can know
That's
everything
cool.
about you, like your past, your future, everything.
Well,
Everything.
it's
we got to
cool.
tap
It's
the
cool that you're
producer
testing
into
it.
that
Everything.
too, though, because like investigator, the guy in the background, me and him, like we've been doing a pollinator garden in the background for like 3 years now, where we've been trying to get that thing up and running, and that would be kind of cool to like when you said like the match in the past lifetimes, like that'd be insane, wouldn't it?
hmm
Like, and I know that like me and Cash, man, that'd be insane. We got to get this stuff figured out, boys. We got to understand what the fuck's going on, because like I said in the first hour, I feel like a basic ass motherfucker who's just coming around to all this, and I'm excited. I just bought my first crypto token. If y'all ever experienced that, like I'm excited. I heard about the pumps. I can't wait. I want to find out what's going on so I can learn more.
I haven't bought
Bruh,
the
the-
crypto token. I know which one you can buy.
Oh Lord.
God, here we go.
Pump that goddamn cunt of Kamala's. Okay.
So the Apex episode is like Kendall does this birth chart astrology thing, and we also have Patrick and Merrick, and Patrick's like, yo, Galactic Federation, and bam, here's a card, and then Brad's head is
Mm.
like, oh shit,
Mm.
we just triple magic, and we get the
Mm.
love the
Like 17. It's gonna keep going.
Bro, I'm about to mega bowl the fuck out of this thing, bro. We are gonna go to the mega bowl. We're gonna
I
shoot
hope
the
they
cannon.
watch this tomorrow and
They will.
just hear our
I threw some in tonight, like in the first hour, like kind of low key, just
Love it.
Mm.
Shout out to them.
So when you give good information, Merrick always hits a like all excited. That's his cue. You know you
But
did
it's
good.
hard.
And he's never done it to me. Doesn't matter
It's
what I
hard to
drop.
get.
He's like, I ain't and none.
That's the
to
shaman?
you, Sean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good guys. I
Is that the
enjoyed
shaman guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
I found out from a reading from a medium. She told me in a past lifetime that I was a shaman, which makes sense why I just noticed this stuff comes easy, I guess, to me because I've done it in past lifetimes. So, yeah, she definitely told me I was a shaman and stuff past lifetimes. So, I guess that's why I kind of understand this stuff out the blue. Just understand it all. I don't know. I can't explain it.
I feel you,
Explain
man.
it, you know.
It
You
just
came
makes
to be
sense.
disconnected in a different way and remember it in a different way and get something new from it, get a new perspective and get a new bit of information you didn't have before.
Well, and to teach it in a
Yeah.
different way, because I think we need this stuff
That's
right
right.
now. Because a lot of us can't connect the dots,
Mhm.
and those of us that are connecting the dots, we need to help each
Right.
other because we can help ourselves. Like we don't need all these systems that are oppressive.
Mhm.
Go to Kendall.
And see that's why we're here. And before we went on break, I wanted to tell Sean that we all have our Neptune in Capricorn, and that's actually a lot of part of what we're doing because Neptune it's about dreams, it's about abstract, it's about no boundaries. You know, it's like fifth dimension. Capricorn is about grounding. You know, it's an earth sign, so it's about grounding, something practical. So we're taking mystical, esoteric knowledge and making it and grounding it so people can understand. Neptune and Capricorn, taking that esoteric, taking that knowledge from the cosmos and bringing it to a practical way that people understand.
Yep. And something Waylon hit on
so that's pretty much
is
what we're doing.
interesting.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, something Waylon mentioned is interesting too. So he's saying past lives could be like a previous simulation, which is interesting. But talking about the quantum realm, like Kendall is, once you get into that realm, you're not constrained by time. So a weird thing to think about is previous lives or reincarnations being concurrent. So everything is happening all at once, all at the same time, forever in the quantum realm. It's all just exchange of energy and possibilities, and so it really, like, for me, trying to integrate that and studying the quantum realm, I think it changes your perspective, and that makes it such that, like, I think this stuff is easier to digest when you can get outside of like the constraints of time and look at things from like a bigger, more macro perspective. Because our limitations are what keep us from integrating this stuff. That's why, like, I don't understand. It's because something else is there limiting it or blocking it. And if you remove that, then I understand. That's what raising your frequency is all about.
See, yeah, and see, I don't see limitations, but what you're doing right now, what you're talking about, is actually more of a quantum karma. So that's when you're healing timelines. So when the perspective you have, knowing that time is everything is now, and when you work on your shadow side, a lot of your timelines blend. Like when you have like deja vu, like I've seen this before, or when something just happens where you're like, man, I remember this. You're remembering something maybe from another lifetime or something that is merging and you're healing. So whenever you have that mind frame magnetically, you're bringing those timelines together and you're healing them, because you know that time is not linear.
Love that.
Makes sense.
So that's another key of like healing your ancestral. Because we do have karma. Sometimes our karma is not even from us; it's from our family, and I see that in people's birth charts as well. Like in mine, I have a lot of family ancestral karma that I'm clearing. That's not even my own. But I guess I put it on my back this lifetime to, heal that ancestral and family karma, which is why I had a crazy life. But when you make it out, you have them experiences, and you make it out, you just have so much knowledge and growth. That's why it's important to work on your shadow side. Like this is my shadow side. Like, like I grew up stuttering, and I've always been subconscious about, speaking in front of people and doing stuff like this. So this is shadow work for me. This is what you don't like to do is what you're meant to do here. So you attack it. Even if it's in the gym, if you don't like doing legs, you need to do legs. You got to be balanced. You got to do legs. You don't like bench press, you got to do bench press. So whatever you don't like to do in this lifetime is what you are meant to do, and that's pretty much shadow work.
And bro, when you're dropping the kind of information that you drop, nobody gives a fuck about a little bit of a stutter. Like you're out here saying things that people that research and dive into this world still have not found often. So for the person that's just coming along or accidentally stumbled into this, you're saying literal ideological breaking ideas and thoughts and putting these seeds in there. I don't care if it comes out like that. And those people don't either. Like that is, you say you don't believe in limitations. Like that is by far the least of your limitations. I mean,
but also, yeah, it's inspiring too. It's inspiring when we see somebody confront something that causes them fear or anxiety, and they do it anyways. And I think that's so empowering too, because I'm the same, dude. Like I've gone through years of having to get comfortable doing this and to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And the funny thing is, it never goes away. You never become completely comfortable, but that's a good thing, because you get used to being uncomfortable, and then you're not afraid of being uncomfortable. And then you might try and do something a little bit more uncomfortable, and then you actually grow in your life and in your person and in your experiences. And that's why we're here, right?
I dragged Kendall onto Spaces a year ago, and now I'm dragging him onto the live stream.
He did. But I didn't do a live stream now, man. So shit, I'm official, bro. I mean, if I could, after 2 hours, I think I'm good.
Oh, you're fine, man. Yeah, easy.
Appreciate it.
I mean, dude, look how gay I look drinking out of a straw. And I still drink out of them all the time. I don't care. It is what it is.
Is that a reusable straw, or is that a disposable one?
Okay, this was a safety committee gift gay thing, but it's actually a nice cup, so it is a reusable straw.
Oh, perfect.
Whatever.
So we got to talk about that.
No, we don't. I ain't using no damn paper straw. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna tell you right now if I gotta go into character.
No, those I fucking hate those.
Hate
Fuck paper straw.
Trump actually signed a law that they got rid of paper straws.
I honestly, that's why I wanted to touch on that just to joke.
He signed the
about it.
executive
Like,
order
For
to
real?
take away plastic. Yeah, he did. He did. He did. He did.
Probably
It's
saved
so
like
crazy.
200 million.
The Gulf of America and no more of them gay ass paper straws. And not the good kind of gay, the bad kind.
I ain't saying like I don't like those straws. I hate those straws. But like if somebody out
Me
there
too.
wants them, they should be able to have them. But like, I guess
Sure.
not. Fuck them.
If supply and demand's there, right? If it's worth
Yeah, if
making
there's
them,
enough.
to buy 'em.
Yeah.
But
But,
this
you
straw's
know, I
so
like
big,
what
it
Trump
just looks
said, though.
like
Trump said, "I don't care what
big
those
straw.
retards said, man. We don't need those paper straws. Get them out of here." And I'm with it.
hell yeah.
America.
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 Tell you what.
Bro, I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface on anything, to be honest with you. Shit,
I just wasted 2 hours with you motherfuckers.
bro. I got so much other shit, bro.
Kendall got a book.
Yeah. That's why you coming back, bro.
Great.
Oh yeah, I'm coming.
introduction
I'm definitely
to it.
coming back. I'm definitely coming back.
Yeah.
I'm definitely coming back because
Glad you got the
you know what I'm saying?
bug.
Because yeah, man. Well, like I said, I meant to do this, and I knew this because even in thinking my chart telling me this that I need to express my knowledge. So I've been putting it off, you know. So I can't anymore because I'm to the point where I've grown and evolved to. I have nowhere to evolve but to start doing this. So
The universe reconvened us
Took
after a
notes.
decade
did.
just so that I could get
It
you on a
did.
live stream in front of 5 people. You know? that
It's all
important?
good. It's all good. This
I'm
this
never
really was
coming
a.
back.
I'm not even looking at that, you know, because I feel like this was an activation for me. I'm not looking at. I don't care about
He's
the
picking.
audience.
We know Waylon, he's picking.
Jesus Christ. Honestly, it's gonna be. We got to get him back on here. I enjoyed
we do.
chatting with him.
was cool.
It was good to meet him. But this here, I obviously anytime I think goes without question saying, right? Like, man, if you want to come on here and fucking enlighten us, or give us a, different perspective, or tell us that hey, you're a bunch of stupid white guys. Fucking listen up, motherfuckers.
504, bitch, I'm about to get you.
No, like honestly, like this has been really fucking good, and I really want to. Oh man, I'm not new to this. I've tapped into it a little bit because I've given Cosmic his a little bit of credence, or boost his ego, if you will.
Like I need that.
I was already at like a life changing moment, but he's kind of been there, and like that's why I sucked him into this, because like we're all on a journey, we're all trying to figure it out, and
That's
we,
right.
we said at the beginning of the show 10 years ago, I would have said this is fucking stupid, ain't no
Me too.
goddamn way that
Me too.
fucking.
Me too.
But
Not
Me
Cosmo. Cosmo knew at 7.
I'm here
Yeah.
for it. I'm kind of understanding. I can't wait to have you back on, and yeah, let's tap
Hell yeah.
into these previous
Yeah, man.
lifetimes, see what the hell's going
Yeah,
on,
man.
and
Yeah, man.
whatever else you
That's
got
my
got to offer.
That's my favorite. My favorite is diving into past lifetimes, because the only way to truly know yourself is to know what you've been through. And, we only here for like 70, 80, 90 years, and a span of a billion years, it's a blink of an eye. We only here, it's like a grain of a sand. So we're not here long, So we've done this a lot of times. And I'm sure we have known each other in the past lifetime to connect, because my life is very faded and very karmic. So a lot of people that I meet I'm meant to meet. And so a lot of people I meet, and I feel it and I see it. I know how to look for it. So my life is very karmic and very, a lot of, it's very faded. A lot of predetermined
Oh, yeah.
stuff as well. But
Like I
but still
said
got
with
free
you and
will
me.
as well.
We were
Yeah,
cool,
for
like
sure.
we were friendly, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you what made me reach out to you or you reach out to me. I think I reached out to you, but I couldn't tell you where I got the idea. Oh, Kendall might know about this weird shit. Like something had triggered something that said, "Hey, reach out about it." Right? Couldn't tell you what
Yeah.
it was, but there's no way it's a coincidence.
It's our higher self, man. It's our
Yeah.
I wish people can. I can't wait till people can start believing in this because the reason why this stuff is going on, we're approaching the age of Aquarius, and the age of Aquarius is all about all this type of stuff, man. Astrology,
Mental
crypto, new financial systems, bringing the dark into light, um,
innovation.
revolution, innovation, revolution. And Uranus is the planet that rules that, and it's right on my ascendant. It's right on my rising. So it's me getting into all this stuff is, it's influencing me, you know. So it's all real, bro. So yeah, man. Age of Aquarius is why all this stuff is happening around. All these changes are happening. We're in a new era coming from Pisces, more religion based, and we're going to a whole different type of era. So that's coming to an end.
Hey, real quick, because we got 4 minutes. We're going into Aquarius. How many until Scorpio? Because Scorpio is supposed to be the end.
Actually, Pisces is the end.
Oh shit! Aquarius
So
is the
that-
first one in the Yuga cycles, like in the 12 steps.
It's 8. Scorpio is 8. So we're in Aquarius, but we're going backwards. So you're gonna have Aquarius. I can't think of it on the top of my head.
We got time.
Maybe like
basically.
two or more cycles, 2 or 3 more cycles.
Okay, we got time.
It's Capricorn, I think. Well, wait. Yeah. I think it's Capricorn.
Is that
So it goes
guy?
Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, because Capricorn is the knees and legs, right? I think.
Well, we're going backwards. It kind of goes backwards because we went to Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac, and then we went to Pisces. So it's kind of like a elliptical. You go forward and then you go backwards.
Okay.
Right.
Because this guy on Twitter, he's a big influencer size account, and he keeps talking about the great year. We're entering the great year. Y'all don't understand. This is the end. Y'all don't even know. You need to learn about the great year. And I look at his stuff, and some of it I know about. I'm like, okay, and some of it I don't know about, so I don't really know. But I don't know, that he thinks we're doomed.
Yeah, that's it.
We're about to die. I don't think we are. That's just me.
Nah, it's just
Cycles.
That's why 2012 they said that the Mayan calendar end. It didn't end. It was just the end of a cycle. It started a new cycle.
Yeah.
Right.
So it wasn't the end of the. It wasn't. It's just a different
So
cycle.
much has shifted.
End of a cycle. Starting new.
So much shifted since then. And you got to break that shit down to build it up. You've got to understand it's going to get worse. You're going to lose some shit. And then it's going to come
inevitable.
back better.
It's a cycle.
You
It's
got
a
to
cycle.
learn.
Up and down, up and down, up and down. That's right. You got to learn, and you got to go through shit to learn. It can't be perfect. If life was perfect, everything was just honky dory, whatever, you wouldn't learn the lessons because everything is perfect. You wouldn't learn. You got to go through shit to learn.
That's where we were. That's where we were
grateful.
before here. We were in unconditional, unexplainable, no judgmental love. We came here to get disconnected from it to understand and appreciate what that is.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know.
But also to share it, and to teach it, right?
Yeah. And one last thing, I know as we getting close. I know a lot of people. Say, why am I here? I don't want to be on Earth. Blah, blah, blah. People need to know that to be on Earth is a privilege. There's a line. Out of the 8 billion people here, there's a line to get to Earth, because you have most spiritual evolutions as being on Earth in matter. Highest cycle of evolving as a soul is being here in matter. So
the most intense emotional experience.
That's right.
Like
So it's a pleasure and to be here because everybody wants to be here. So be grateful you're here because as a soul you're learning stuff that you wouldn't learn.
I mean, I think we know that, especially all of us that have children. As soon as you have that child, you know how sacred life is. That changes you forever. Like for me, that was a huge shift in my consciousness and how I see everything. Like, because before that, it's all theory. It's all theory about what love is and what you think about yourself. And then you move beyond yourself into another being. and that's no longer the case anymore ever. Like, you never go back. That's like a complete split. There's like a branch of you being this individual and now you being separate. And so, yeah, I think there's powerful stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
And before we close, Kendall, if you come back in town during crawfish season and I'm off, you don't make it. You don't make it a little far north of New Orleans and come up here for a day, bro. Like we gonna have some words.
Hell yeah, I'm
I
down.
boil often.
I know you, boy. I know. I'm down.
I got
to up on it. Everybody.
I got a guy from Labadeville that does the boiling usually. I mean, I do if I'm just alone, but I
Oh,
host
yeah,
the
you
boiling.
don't do it. I got you.
I do it.
My
But he's the expert.
I've seen you do it before, though.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen you do it before.
So earlier, I just want to say, because Waylon talked about anime and the reincarnation and such with storylines, halfway segue into that. But earlier we talked about the energy fields that people have around them, and I'll be damned if I did not low key get like a Dragon Ball Z. Imagining
dude.
people with the Super Saiyans.
Yeah,
all
like,
animes
that is a
pretty much
layer
all
of
animes have that.
right, but like that was exactly what we were talking about. And it's just an expression of
Anime.
they're just saying that they're tapped into their energy field. And they're all ready to go, basically. But yeah, some anime is horrible. I agree, Cash Man.
That's a good pickup.
Dragon Ball Z was really good, in my opinion. Real
like
good show.
Inuyasha.
And then Inuyasha was pretty good. And then there was
One
like
Punch?
fucking
One Punch.
there was Zoids. Zoids was real fucking good. And I'll be damned if you don't fuck with a Cowboy Bebop. Not the movie. I'm talking about the original show. If you don't fuck with a Cowboy Bebop, you don't know about culture.
We just
I like
started
the
that.
Netflix adaptation. I really did, but I'm not a traditionalist.
Cash don't know. No, listen, Cash. My 9-year-old so into that, man. All he could talk about at dinner was Cowboy Bebop.
It was a good show. Good fucking show. Got me thinking as a kid.
Yeah,
Weird
there's a lot of truth in that stuff. It's good.
All right, fam. Other weeks I'm not that guy, but this week I am that guy because I got to get up in like 4.5 hours. So, any closing statements anybody wants to say? We can do a little round table, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Stay blizzy to blizzy, fam.
Thank you, Stevesy. Thank you, Stevesy, for doing that.
But that was my closing statement. Basically, shout out, love everybody who showed up. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night. On to the next one.
Yeah, likewise. No, just super grateful to Kendall for coming on. I learned so much. I can't wait for the next one, and it's been great. So,
Kendall, anything you want to leave us with?
Hi, man. Just I appreciate y'all for having me and continuing my evolution, man, and just share the knowledge I have. So I appreciate
We're gonna have
it.
you back. Thank you for your time, man. We really appreciate
And I'll
it.
be back.
Really appreciate
I'll be back, man. I'll be back.
oh, yeah.
All good.
That's it. That's all I got. I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out. We don't have a show without people to enjoy the show and participate in the show.
Word.
So y'all matter
Appreciate it, guys.
a lot. Thank y'all. All those Cosmo hearts.
All right, y'all.
Corey's gonna do something soon. Just get ready. It's coming.
We came up from the bottom, now we top tier. Brendo and Cashman, everyone give a cheer. Higher values in the game, we're the pioneers. Speaking loud, raising high, forget all the fear. This is the moment, we let the world know. Values that matter, let the truth flow. Brendo and Cashman, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. Tune into the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the zone we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. Randall and Cash, man, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. Tune into the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the soul we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. From the mic to the world, we uplift and inspire. Thanks for riding with us, let's take it higher.
Okay, so strap in, strap on. We're getting ready to go past moon, straight to Uranus.